I actually have no idea where I am by the setup of this video and by the appearance of myself. This is a very off the cusp, very like in the moment. I've had a brain dump, and I've just dumped it on this Google. It was on my notes, and then I was like, if I'm going to share this, I don't want people, seeing my random notes because it's random. But basically, as you know, and as like a lot of people have known, I've mentioned it loads of times, do a lot of mindset work over the past like year and a half. I would say I've been really getting into like the nitty gritty of like how your mindset really, it just shapes your entire being, and it can control how you view yourself. It can, determine how much of an outcome you get from your fitness. It's crazy how much working on your mindset can actually do for your being, like your everything in life. So I think I've probably gone over this a few times with people, just like maybe like through check-ins and stuff like that. But I thought I would like put it into like a very aesthetically pleasing document to show you. But yeah, this is going to be quite like harsh to the point. You might feel a bit called out. You might feel a bit like this isn't Lauren. This is quite harsh, but this is just the way it is. So I, as a personal trainer, as a coach, as your coach, all the time, if you've said this to me before, you've definitely said it 100%. Not seeing results. I feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel like I'm failing. I feel like I'm doing this. I feel like I'm not. Yeah, just I feel like I'm not seeing the results. I feel like I'm not progressing. Whatever it is, you keep telling yourself that, and the power of what you tell yourself is insane. Like your internal self-talk is crazy. So essentially, anytime you say like I'm a failure, I'm not gonna do well at this, but before you even start a fitness journey, you're like, this isn't gonna work out, like I've tried this before, it's not gonna happen. Basically what your body does and what your brain does is that it internalizes everything that you've said to yourself, anything that someone else has possibly said to you, and it internalizes it into your subconscious. Think of your brain as like a filing cabinet essentially, and every time you say something bad about yourself, and anytime you say something negative, a negative statement, a negative self-belief, whether that is I'm not doing enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not seeing results, I'm never seeing progress, I've never seen progress, I'm not, I feel like I'm not seeing the results, or that you're going to feel, whatever it is. Imagine your brain being like, oh, I'm going to file that away. I'm going to take that as evidence. I'm going to file it away. I'm going to keep that for a rainy day. I'm going to keep that for another day that I might need it, as you would with like tax stuff, with like your passport. Like you put it away safely. So you're like, one day I'm going to need that. So I'm going to put it away safely. Your brain does the same thing, right? But what it does, it particularly in this case, it's in a negative way. Your brain is like, yeah, putting that away, we're going to use that someday against you. So whenever it comes to like working on a goal, and you're showing up to your sessions, you're doing your nutrition, you're drinking your water, you're doing your steps, you're doing all the right things, and then suddenly you hit a wall. You hit this like you hit a wall. Maybe you've missed a couple of sessions. I know a couple of people have had really crazy work weeks and stuff like that. You hit this hurdle and you're like, I'm missing a few sessions. I haven't been able to meal prep in a couple of days because I'm so busy. I am doing so bad. I'm feeling I'm not working on my goal. Like that internal dialogue starts happening, right? And that internal dialogue that you don't challenge at all, you just let it overtake it. And I'm not saying that I'm sitting here being like, yeah, I have got this nailed down. I definitely still have this. The difference is I know what to do with it. I know what exactly has happened. So that's why I'm trying to tell you what's happening. But you're not challenging this voice. You're just kind of let it take over. You're kind of let these thoughts take over, and then that will impact your actions and behaviors thus far. So like you'll continue not showing up for your sessions because you're like, I've missed one. Like, what's the point in doing the rest? It's the all or nothing mentality. Okay, so that voice pops up, right? And it gets so excited, like your internal dialogue is like, I'm a failure, I'm not doing enough progress, I'm not seeing results. And the voice, the subconscious voice in your head gets so excited because it's like, oh my God, I've actually got evidence to like support this. Because remember the last time we tried to do this, remember the last time you tried to work on a goal and you failed, like maybe it was like the start of a new year and you're like, yeah, I'm going to get fit, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then you don't pull through with it because something else pops up and life happens. Then it's happened again now, and your subconscious has pulled up that evidence from before. It's like, oh, remember we didn't do that this time, so and it's happening again. So this was just this must be you. Like you just can never commit to a goal. You can never actually be successful at a goal. So this happens, right? The voice gets so excited about it, pulls the evidence up from last time to remind you, yeah, you've tried to do this before, it didn't work out last time, so why are you trying it again? Okay, so now it's also got another piece of evidence and that's putting that away. The difference is this time, and what I'm begging you to do this time, is next time that happens, next time that internal dialogue happens, what you need to do is challenge that voice. So whenever that voice comes up again, the I'm not doing enough, I can't commit to this goal right now, I'm not working, it's not working for me, whatever it is, whatever those negative self beliefs are, you need to challenge that. And how do you challenge that? Action. And what I mean by action is that you actually just need to continue doing this thing. So you hit a hurdle, you've had a busy week at work, you've missed a couple of sessions, you've missed a couple of days in your nutrition, right? Old you, what you would have done is been like, throw the towel in, not doing this anymore, can't do it, clearly a failure, clearly not working for me, life is getting in the way. So you're just like, nah, I'm not doing it. Okay. The new you who is aware of this hurdle and who is aware of what's happening right now, you're going to be like, right, okay, yes, I'm busy. What can I do to adapt to this busy period in my life? What can I change? What can I tweak right now? And I've told a couple of people about like non-negotiables and non-negotiable floors. So like, what is the absolute baseline of things that you can do even when life gets really, really busy? And and you're going to set that up for yourself. You're going to tell, right, I'm going to commit to 2 sessions a week. I can do 2 sessions a week. I'm going to be mindful of my nutrition. I'm not necessarily going to track. I'm going to be mindful of it. So I'm still working on my nutrition and being mindful of it, aware of it. I'm still leaning towards that goal. And that's like the baseline. That's what I can do. Even when life feels busy, I can do that. And on your part, that just requires a wee bit of discipline. Not a wee bit of discipline, it requires discipline. And that's something you need to do. And like I've put down here, yes, you're going to feel like a failure. You're going to be like, what is the point in doing this whenever it hasn't worked in the past? Yes, you're going to feel silly. Yes, you're going to feel like it's not working. The difference is this time you're just doing the thing that you said you were going to do. Whereas last time you were like, hit a hurdle, not doing it anymore, I'll try again. And then the cycle just keeps on going. Whereas this time you're breaking the cycle, you're going to continue doing the thing despite feeling how you're feeling. And that's eventually going to push you more towards your goal than throwing the towel in ever was going to be. And you're going to be closer to your goal. Even if you feel like it's still not working, you're just trying to get out of that muddy, murky period where things feel a wee bit messy and busy, but you're still showing up each day and doing the thing you said you want to do. And then by doing that, you're doing so much better than so many other people that just meet a hurdle and throw the towel in. Because trust me, I've coached people like that. I've had a lot of people throw the towel in with my coaching business and with my coaching because they feel like they can't do it. And trust me, they don't get anywhere. They don't get anywhere with the goals, and they have this continuous cycle over and over again. Like I said it was going to be harsh, maybe not as harsh as I thought it was going to be. Did tell you it was going to be harsh. And I hope that resonates. And this, when I say this was off the cuff, like I literally titled this brain dump, because I literally was just like, I was listening to a podcast and I was like, you know what, that's so true. So many people go through that, especially this time of year. And if you're feeling called out, if you feel like I'm talking to you, I probably am. It happens. Life gets busy. Just do not give up on it. Like, do not give up on whatever you want to achieve, because you still can achieve it whenever life gets really crazy. That's why I'm here to help you. I just thought I would add this initial little mindset challenge and mindset brain dump. That's what we're calling it. So I hope this helps. I hope that wasn't too crazy, because like I said, it literally just came from my brain. We're in bullet point mode, and I just was like, I need to get this from here to here. And this is the aesthetically pleasing version you got. Maybe I'll make it into a presentation someday. Yeah, I hope that was helpful. Hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to send this with the check-ins. So do your check-ins. This is important. No excuses. Bye.